I know, Nippy, you should be set up already, you know. But no, you're not. You're not set up. You're never ready. I'm never ready. Hey man, better late than never. See if y'all can hear me. Breaker 19 for radio check. Breaker 19. Is my mic? Oh wait. Hey man, better late than never. See if y'all can hear me. Okay, cool. I sound pretty good. Damn, I sound sexy as hell. Okay, Black Ops 4. If you can see, you push start, boom, the weekend, it's over. And I did play this game periodically. I streamed it a couple of times. I'm going to tell you my first impressions and what I thought about this game. This is just my feelings and my thoughts. If you know, you can have different feelings and thoughts on it. I'm just telling you how I feel about this game. Now, I'm just getting text messages left and right. That's kind of distracting. Who is texting me? Okay. I need to cut up some potatoes tonight. That's all it is. My wife sent me a message. Hey, that's what happens when you get older. You get messages like that. Okay. My first day playing this game, I thought it was a disaster. I thought it was trash. I was getting a huge Infinite Warfare, and that's the only time I'm going to say that because I called it Infinite Clown Shoes. I thought Infinite Warfare was a joke. I didn't like Infinite Warfare. This is me personally. Okay? I played every Call of Duty. I'm not that great at Call of Duty. You know, you can look back and see all the things I put on there. I'm not all that. I'm not like a pro player. I play the game for fun. I try to have fun when I play. Try to keep it entertaining. You know, put it out there to see what happens. But I really play games for fun. I'm not trying to become, you know, what it is. Well, anyways, let's not getting off track. This game.
Hello.
Hey, what's up, man? I'm just giving my thoughts on the game right now. This is all I'm going to do, and then I'm going to get off. I can't play the game. I'm just giving my final thoughts. Like I said, the first week I played it, and I thought we had Infinite Clown Shoes. I was getting a real bad vibe of Infinite Clown Shoes. And I thought, oh no, man, this is Black Ops. This is Call of Duty Black Ops Clown Shoes, man. And as I leveled up in the game, once I was able to,
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I just let you know, gangster. Yeah, because the beta's over. I can't remember the name of that gun I had on. The M57. Remember, 57 was in the title. I want to say it's N. Don't hate me for this. Well, I put that gun on. I did a lot better. But this game was just too much at once. I couldn't figure it out. Then after a while, I was sitting there because it didn't feel like a Call of Duty game. It didn't feel like World War II. It didn't feel like Black Ops 3. It didn't really feel like Black Ops 3. I went back and played Black Ops 3 the night before, and I actually was like, damn, this is a far departure from Black Ops 4. My personal opinion. But let me go into what I think is the good and the bad about this, all right? Because after playing it, giving it a fair shake, and I played it all weekend long. I played the beta every day. I think I ranked up to level 18 or something like that. And I'm going to put this on here just to get my final thoughts on this. What I feel when I first played this game was I thought we had an Infinite Clown Shoes problem. I thought this was going to be Call of Duty Infinite Clown Shoes 4. But after I realized that this game is not the same game as a Call of Duty that it's something different. It is something different. And the Call of Duty community has been asking for something different. And they gave you something different in this game. To say it's boots on the ground is, yeah, you're not jetpacking around, but you're jumping so high you might as well have a jetpack on. There's no wall climbing, no parkour stuff like in Black Ops 3 and then Titanfall 2, which I actually think Titanfall 2 is a great game. Anyways, getting sidetracked. So I'm going to tell you what I thought was good about this game, my opinion, and what I thought the good and the bad. And we're going to start off with the bad, because that always resonates, you know. Everybody always remembers the bad. Things I'd like to see them improve, I guess. Number one, the time to death is ridiculous in this game. I just played Black Ops 3 last night. The time to death of Black Ops 3 is not as bad as this one. Now, I also played Black Ops 3 last night on hardcore, and if they had a hardcore mode in this game, I would love it, because you're hitting people and they're not dying. Everybody in this game is a bullet sponge. Okay? You're talking dumping mags into people and they're not dying. And So the time to death is ridiculous. They turn around and light you up though. So it's kind of, I don't know if it's a hitbox problem or what, but it's just there is too much. With 150 health, maybe they brought it down to 125 or something. But the time to death doesn't work for this game. It was too much. Now, when you actually do kill somebody, it is satisfying because you're like, hey, I finally fucking killed someone because I've been shooting at them for like, you know, half a mag. That my aim sucks anyways, but still. I mean, I was getting on the people and taking them out and it, you know, getting taken out myself. And it's just ridiculous. So time to death needs to be fixed. This game moves too fast. They need to slow it down. They need to slow down because I've noticed Black Ops 3 didn't move this quickly. This game moves very, very fast. I think if they did slow it down a bit, made you move a little bit slower, it would actually feel more action packed.
I see what you mean.
Yeah. Because I did. Oh, I'm glad you see gangster. But they need to slow it down more to if they put it at the Black Ops 3 speed, maybe a little bit faster than Black Ops 3, that'd be okay. All right, but the game moves way too quickly, and just be prepared to die over and over again. You know, I suck at Call of Duty. I say it all the time, so I'm already used to dying. But dude, you are down to die. Don't just get used to it. Don't think of this game like Call of Duty. Think of this game like you're playing a game like Overwatch, you know, which I play. And once I started thinking like that, okay, I pick characters to help me out that would win you know, I would see what we needed depending on what game mode we were playing. And yeah, I kind of like that aspect of it. That's a positive. Maybe I need to. I'm switching over to positives now. I'm still on the negatives. But yeah, the game moves too fast. I don't know what they did with the graphics on this game because this game just doesn't feel. It didn't look like they spent 3 years like look at God of War. Maybe God of War just set that bar way too high, man. But you would imagine this game at this point in time in the life cycle that they've had, the 3 years they had to develop this game, that the graphics would have been a little bit better. The colors are real bland. A lot of people blended in with the background. It was kind of that kind of got at me, but that's a little low on the list. Number one thing they need to fix is they need to fix the time to death. They need to slow the game down. Of course, hit detection and Call of Duty. I'm not even going to touch that. That's just, I expect that out of Call of Duty sometimes. You know, there'll be times you think you shot somebody, you see the kill cam, it's not even showing you shooting. You know, things like that. That's just what happens. You're thinking they would have this fixed by now, but I think that's just going to play Call of Duty forever. But the problem with this game is it feels like they are trying to make this an esport. It feels more like an arena style shooter, which isn't a bad thing. I like playing Doom, and that's an arena style shooter. It feels more like that if you want to go that route. It feels to me more like Doom, but a giant, too much hit detection. I mean, not hit detection. I'm losing my train of thought. The time to death. Too much time to death. If they would bring down the time of death, slow the game down a little bit, slow that slide down a little bit, drop that where you jump up in the air like 6 feet in the air, bring that down a little bit, this game would be all right. But there's going to be another weekend coming up, as you can see, second weekend, August 10th, August 13th. Let's see if they fix this. And I think I saw on Google, I was looking around and saw that Treyarch has noticed that off the bat from this first weekend, and they are going to be doing fixes to this game. So we're going to see what happens when the second weekend comes out, which is good. I'm glad Treyarch's actually expressing that they see these concerns and they're seeing these problems and they're going to fix it. So I don't think we're going to get a much different game after the second weekend, though. You know what I mean? I think the second weekend, this is going to be pretty much close to what the game's going to be. Now, the positives about this game, what I liked about this game, once I learned that it was more, thought of it more like a playing Doom online and Overwatch kind of mixed together. That was my impressions of it, like an arena style kind of shooter. I got to understand it better. I think they have something here. Okay, it's not the Call of Duty that we all knew. but it is something different. This should be its own game mode. You know what I mean? It is a way different Call of Duty. I'm not sure that I like it. I'm still on the fence about it. I'm gonna wait till the second weekend, play it some more. I'm really gonna get into it on that second weekend and really play it a lot more than I did here. It kind of turned me off to how different it was, but now that the initial shock is done, I'm gonna give it a second shot on the next weekend and give it a fair try again. But I just think the game is too fast. Time to death is ridiculous. The way you jump, you might as well have a jetpack. You can tell this game was kind of created for that, for wall jumps and all that stuff, the maps and everything, and it's not there. So yeah, I kind of feel that this game is going to be something that, I know I'm rambling on here, I'm about to blame this up. They have something here. I'm interested. I'm curious about it now to try the second weekend. See if they fix any of these issues. See if they are really listening to people. See if they are really seeing the problems with this game. You know, because I understand when you first work on it, you're staring at it. You know, you don't see the issues. That's why they do a beta like this. And now they're hearing other people, the players, the casual players, complain about it. But just expect, if you do play this game, if you do plan on purchasing this game, expect to die a lot. But as in the state it's in right now, expect to just bullet sponge people. You know, then try to think about your class that you're going to go into to try to help your team move along. You know, what can you do to help your team out? And that's really what this game is. It's more team based, and that's not a bad thing. I'm still on the fence. I'm not sure if they executed this correctly, but like I said, there's a second weekend coming up. We'll have a better idea then. You know, August 10th to the 13th. But my thoughts on this game right now, is it a buy or don't buy? Would I purchase the game? Like I said, I'm on the fence. I haven't switched my pre-order over yet. I'm going to wait to see what happens the second weekend. But right now, this game's got me kind of conflicted. I didn't have a desire to just keep playing it. It was too fast, and it got old real quick. And it was a lot. You know, you have to hit that little health pack to heal yourself. I don't mind that. That's fine. That's okay, because it would always generate really quickly. You know, so you'd have to choose between either reloading or healing yourself. Which do you do? You know, and then that's a good aspect. I'm not saying that's a negative thing. It's just a different way of playing the game. But it's too much action. You know, think Titanfall 2, where you're running around, you know, jumping around, doing all that stuff. But Titanfall 2 even has a break in the game. You get a Titan, you know, you get something to, the maps are bigger. These maps are too small, I think. These maps need to be bigger. The map design, I totally hate every damn map that they put in this game right now. I can't stand all of them. There's no cover. There's no way to find cover. If you can find cover in some place, it's like they took every single map and said, nope, somebody can cover right there, and they took it away. You know, if somebody did find cover, like there was one person I remember playing, they were in the back in a corner over there, they were dominating because it was the only piece of cover that was in the entire map. I just think the map designs are just horrible. That's my opinion about the maps. They really need to fix that. They need to be a little bit bigger. I don't know how much bigger. I'm not a game designer, but I'm thinking maybe, you know, if they were 25% bigger than what they were, and the time to death was brought down to kind of match Black Ops 3 time of death, I think this game would be a lot more enjoyable. But right now, it is too fast-paced. It is constant action, action, action. And that sounds good until you play it. You get exhausted. I would play 3 or 4 rounds, right, turn it off, and it's like, whew, dude, I need to take a break. Like, this is for some adrenaline junkie people right now, the way it's set up. It is too fast. They need to slow it down. And I'm also curious to see what Blackout's going to be. I am very curious about Blackout. I hope they do a zombies weekend. I'm not really a big zombies fan, personally. I do play zombies with friends, and they want to play. I give it a try, but it's never something that I get into. That's me personally. Like I said, you have your own opinions, your own thoughts and stuff. If you like it, that's what you like. If you do really love this game, you thought it was the best, dude, congratulations. I'm happy for you. You know, play what you play, what makes you happy. For me right now, I'm on the fence with this game. I really don't know. I think it's too fast, and I'm just repeating myself. I'll just say it one more time. The game's too fast. The time to death is ridiculous, and the maps are just horrible. Everything else, they switch. I think that they can, and the way that you jump, and the way that you slide and all that. I think they need to slow that down too. They need to bring the jump down so you're not jumping 6 feet in the freaking air. You know, I switched my controls to bumper jumper tactical, and then that's when I really started getting into the game because you have to get that jump button down or you're going to get annihilated. You have to jump around like you have a jetpack on, and you are jumping really high in the air in this game, so you might as well have a jetpack. But I think if they fix those things, bring it down. It's off balance right now. This game. I can't put my finger quite on it. Those are the things that I mentioned, but if they fix those, I think it'll bring a little more balance to this game. The guns in this game, dude, they're pretty much all the same. I really didn't feel much different playing. I had one, like I said, was my favorite. I liked it. And here's the funny thing is, I put a perk on there where you shoot more ammo. I can't remember what the hell the perk's called off the top of my head. I'm doing this live. But I was putting more bullets out and not hitting many people. When I took that off and the gun started firing at the normal rate, I noticed I was killing more people because you're able to land your shots. You're not spreading out everywhere. Even when I had that one attachment on there that made it to where you aim down the sights better, you're still spreading more bullets out. So there you do have this game that just shows me that this game needs to be slowed down. It's too fast. Too much action. It's exhausting to play, which I know that's what everybody was asking for, and some people might like it like this. And you know what? I have no problem with it being like this, but can you switch your game mode over to where this is something that you can play, like, you know, set up a custom games and y'all can play it at this speed and ridiculous like this, and have the actual game slowed down, time to death, you know, maybe 125 health. Maybe, well, 150 is too much. 115 or something. 125 would probably be just right. But 150 is just way too... You got to put too many bullets in them. I mean, I'm walking right up to people, getting point blank at them, and putting about 4 to 6 bullets in them before they die. And I'm talking like in their head. That's way too long. So... yeah, like I said, I'm on the fence. I want to see if they do fix this game come the second weekend. Because like I said, I saw on Google that Treyarch is looking into this, and they are going to be making tweaks to this game. So the second weekend when it rolls out, August 10th, that's why I put it up here on the thing. You can see it when it finally rolls out. I think this weekend's going to be open for everybody, Xbox and PC and all that stuff. So I'm not sure if the Xbox players got to participate this first weekend. I'm sorry if I don't know that, but you guys are lucky because the game was not. It was a mess. I felt it was a mess. It has potential. There's a lot of potential here. They keep maps a little bigger, slow everything down. It's too fast. Bring your jumps down. You know. Bring everything back. Pull it back. It needs to dial it back a bit, you know. This is like somebody... this game plays like somebody went out to the damn corner store, bought a 6-pack of Red Bull and Monster Energy drinks, came home, slammed all 12 of them, and went ballistic. That's what this game plays like. It is too much. For me, personally. So yeah, that's just my opinion on it. Like I said, I'm still on the fence. I'm not calling it a bad game. I'm not saying we have an Infinite Clown Shoes thing on our hands. Okay, I was really worried that this was going to be Black Ops Infinite Clown Shoes. But Infinite Clown Shoes is still Infinite Warfare, if y'all don't know what I'm talking about. I call it Infinite Clown Shoes because I thought that game was a joke. I hated that game. I didn't like it personally. I'm not seeing that here with this game. At first I did, but like I said, I put more time into it, put more effort into it, played it all weekend long, and I now see where they're going with it. Like I said, think more Overwatch, arena-style shooter, and tactical, things like that. There is tactics you got to use in all Call of Duties, but this is more like that. So if you were looking for the days of old, like Black Ops 2 and Black Ops 1, and even Black Ops 3, I didn't get that vibe from this game. This is its own complete different game. See if I can explain it. Have you ever gotten down to playing Fortnite or any of the, like, I play H1Z1, but any of those games, and you get down to where the circle is right around you, it's tight, and you got your team, and there's 3 other teams, and y'all can't get outside the circle, you're going to die, and you're trying to, and you're frantically, like, running around and stuff like that, like you got that intenseness going on. It's kind of like that all the time. That's exactly what this is. It's just constant, and I think it just needs to dial it back some. 25%, maybe 50%. I don't know if 50% would be too much. Maybe 35%, dial it back. And I think they have something on their hands, and I think it'll be something enjoyable that everybody can pick up and play. But right now, it's too fast. I'm on the fence on this game. I'm going to give it a second chance on the second weekend. I'm not calling it a bad game right now. At first I did. When I first played it, my first impressions was this was garbage. But as I played it more and got to understand where they were going with it, kind of, I feel like I understand where they're going with it. I enjoyed myself more playing it. So I did have, not saying I didn't have fun playing it towards the end of the beta. I did, but it's just too much. It is too much. I can't play. It's not a game I can sit down and play. Like you saw me play World War II. You go back on there. I'm on the sandbox for what? Almost an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. I can't see myself doing that with this game. It's too exhausting. An hour or 2 at a time. Another problem I have with this game, and Treyarch needs to fix this, is every time I played this beta, it crashed my PlayStation 4. It would freeze. I know if you look at my past live streams on this, then you'll see that they just cut off. That's because all of a sudden the screen turns blue. I got that little PlayStation blue, like, clear wave going around, and then my PlayStation resets. And then it comes back on and says that the game crashed, and I have to send a report. Or it's asking me if I would like to, so I would type in it crashed my game, and I'd send it in. That happened every time I played it. It would crash. I would do good to get an hour in here, but the problem with it is, and this was an uh-oh moment for me, when it would crash like that, I didn't have a desire to play it again. You know what I mean? Like, I felt like I got my fill. So it's too much. They need to dial it back. So let's see what they do on the second weekend. Right now, my thoughts on this game, I think if they did that, if they brought the time to death down, they slowed the game down to a slower pace, made the maps a little bit bigger. I'm not sure if they can do that right now with the phase they're in. Maybe they can come out with bigger maps later. But if they just slowed this game down a bit, I think it'd be more fun. Bring it down to Black Ops 3 speed. I think this is Black Ops 3, and it's like double speed. It's like Black Ops 3 Hyper Edition, which doesn't sound like a bad thing to some players out there, but for more casual players and for everybody else, it's just too much. You play it once or twice, and you're like, all right, man, we did our thing. Whew, I'm exhausted. Like, I feel like I got to take a break. And you shouldn't want to take a break from playing your Call of Duty. You know what I mean? So that's my opinion on it. I'm going to give it a chance. See what they improve on the second weekend, August 10th. I'll be streaming it again, putting it back out there. Hopefully they fix the crash issue, and hopefully they fix these issues that I mentioned. And let's see how the game is, because I know, like I said, Treyarch said they're working on it. But right now, this beta, if this was the final game we would get, I would pass on it. Okay? If the beta we played this weekend was going to be the game we are going to get, it would be a pass for me. I might pick it up later once they did a couple patches and updates to it, but it's not a day one buy for me. I will know on the second weekend if they fix these things and it plays better, then that could change my mind. So I'm kind of glad they're doing this beta. Hopefully they can get this game fixed and put on the right track. But it's just too much for me personally right now, and yeah, it needs some work. It needs some work. Is it like I said, I'm not gonna call it a bad game. It's not Infinite Warfare bad, but it's not Black Ops 3 good either. You know what I'm saying? It's not. I don't know. I'm still, like I said, I'm still on the fence on the sucker. So we'll just see what happens next time, August 2nd, when it comes out. Let me know what y'all think. I'm gonna end this, and it's gonna be on my streams. It's gonna be there, so I'll see it. But for right now, it's not a go for me. It's not a go. It's a pass. I could pass it up. This game actually made me wonder what Battlefield V is gonna be like. It made me go, okay, now I want to try Battlefield V. I can't call it 5, it's a V. Then should have put a letter 5 there. A letter 5, a number 5. Jeez, I'm talking all that's too much coffee. Well, I gotta get back to work. Just want to come in and give my opinion since I had time to do this. And it's got potential. At the time right now, it's a no-go, but I'm gonna see what happens August 10th. Play it that weekend, and I really do want to try the Blackout. They are going to have a Blackout weekend. I'm going to try that. I'm going to try playing the hell out of that just to see if I like it. Another thing I don't like about this game, let me put this before I end it, let me put this out. This is a reason why it's a no-go for me, because of currently the way the game is set and everything I complained about, it's an issue. But what makes this game a no-go for me is the fact that you can't buy the DLC packs as they come out. We're used to Call of Duty throwing out 4 map packs, and usually I purchase them as they come out. I just do that because I've noticed Call of Duty gets towards the end of its life cycle. I get bored with it, and I never buy the 4th. I never play the 4th one, so I quit getting the season pass. Black Ops 3, I think, is the only one that I've actually played the 4th map pack when it came out. I've already moved on to another Call of Duty or moved on to another game. It's usually what happens in Call of Duty. So I quit buying the map packs. You can't do that with this game. You have to spend the $50, okay, if you want to get all the map packs that are going to be coming out. You have to buy the season pass. The way the game plays, if they were to give updates for free, like Battlefield V is going to do and like Titanfall 2 does, and they did, I wouldn't mind a loot box system where you paid loot box, just like Overwatch does. This game would be a go. Okay, I wouldn't mind it so much. But the fact that I got to pay almost, let's see, the game's going to be $60. Got my handy dandy calculator right out here. So, without tax, this game is going to be, calculator time, $59.99 plus an additional $59.99. Oh my God, it comes out to $119.98 before tax. If you want to play this full game, you got to spend, this is, because they're not getting the tax for it. You know what I'm saying? It's $119. It's $120 before taxes that you got to spend if you want to play this entire game. That makes this a no-go for me. They need to fix that. Like I said, if they were to put out like a loot box system, I would, and it was all cosmetic, kind of like Overwatch does. Man, when I was playing Overwatch, I was supporting that because I kind of liked that they gave you things for free. Once a month, I would buy a loot box, or once every other month. I figured, I'm giving them, I'd buy one of their loot box things. You know what I mean? It was like $3, and I'm figuring they're giving me shit for free. Might as well, buy one loot box. I would buy like every other, like maybe once a month or something, just to support the game because I liked it. I'm not doing that now. But if this game was like that, yeah, and they gave out stuff for free, I would pitch in and buy some loot boxes. But right now, I'm not spending $120 for this game that didn't wow. It wasn't $120 worth of WoW. Okay, let me clarify. That's the reason why, and the state the game's in right now, it's not a go for me. It's not a $120 game. Yes, of course I can buy the base game, but then never buy the DLCs. But come on, really? You know, then you're going to be looking for players. It's not a go for me for that particular reason right there. So let's see what they do, because Activision, I mean not Activision, but EA kind of turned around with Battlefront and fixed Battlefront when they had that horrendous loot box system and the pay to win that they had on there. They fixed that. Let's see if Activision can fix this, because I think what they're going to do, and this is something that I'm hoping they won't, but just knowing Activision from the past, I have a feeling they're going to lock Blackout behind a paywall. Like, you have to buy the season pass to get Blackout. You have to buy the game and buy the season pass. They haven't announced that. I wouldn't be surprised if they would do that. And if that's the case, then this game's definitely a no-go. We need to quit supporting this kind of system. You know what I mean? And I'm voting with my dollars. So, if they were to give out the map packs for free, I would say yes, this game's a go. Of course, they got to make money off of it. They did a loot box system. I would buy the loot box system. You know what I mean? I mean, look at Fortnite making all this money off their loot boxes and buying other packs and stuff. They give that game away for free and update it for free. That should be the model for these games now. We have evolved past this pay wall of getting all this stuff. $120 for Call of Duty isn't going to cut it in 2018. That's my gripe. This game isn't worth $120 to get everything. So that's my legitimate. That's the way I feel about it. I would give it a go if they fix these things. If they fix the time to death, they fix the jumping around. They slowed the pace of the game down to where you're not hauling ass 24/7. You know, kind of slowed it down a little bit. It's too fast. And they got rid of their season pass and went to something else. Like I said, a cosmetic loot box system is not a bad way to go. People who like your game will buy that shit. Don't do a pay to win loot box system. EA already found out we ain't putting up with that crap no more. Something like what Overwatch is doing is a perfect example, man. You know, but I think that's where this game needs to go. If they fix those things, yeah, this game would be a go. So I know I'm talking in circles. Just wanted to make it clear, in case people didn't hear me, people watching right now. Just wanted to make it clear that's how I feel. So I'm on the fence on this game, not waiting to see what they do August 10th, if this is really going to make it worth a $120 game, because that's in the back of my mind. We'll see what happens. I mean, of course, I can always save up the extra. You can always save up the money and then pay for it again. But think about it, dude. Call of Duty's coming around every year. You're spending $120 on a game that's only going to last for a year. It's starting to get ridiculous now, guys. Activision, you need to fix that part. Anyways, hopefully they do something. But that's my takeaway on this game. We'll see what happens. August 10th. Go back on here. So what happens the second week on August 10th, August 13th. If they fixed all these issues, I don't think they're going to fix the DLC issue, the season pass issue. I think Activision has got their heart set on that, which is unfortunate. But if they fix all these other issues, this game could possibly be a go. I'll see how I feel about it after August 10th, after the 13th, after that weekend. So right now, on the fence, kind of curious about Blackout, and kind of wanting to see what you call it, what zombies is going to be like. Hopefully they put zombies out here. Well, anyways, this is Nippy2X1. Y'all have a great one. If you enjoyed this game, dude, and you thought this game was perfect, I'm happy for you, man. You like what you like. I'm just giving my opinion. You be you. I be me. Nippy2X1. You have a great one. I got to get back to work. My alarm clock's going off. Fading out.